Hey everyone, welcome back. I am so excited for this project. So today I'm using the Concord and Ninth Adventure Awaits bundle. This includes a stamp set, a stencil, two stencils actually, and a little mini die set. As soon as I saw this, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So this is going to be a fun photo card project, something a little bit different. So to start, I am using a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper because I want to make a big card with this. So I am scoring that at the 3 5/8 mark from both sides of that. And then I am choosing to fold mine kind of like maybe a traditional map. Um, but you could certainly fold both sides in if you wanted to do that. So I'm doing a little ink blending with wheat ink from Concord and Ninth just around the edges, just to kind of like dirty that up, give it a little something extra. And then for that stencil, I'm using the first one that kind of does the border. And for this one, I am using Poppy ink from Concord the Ninth. Now, I just put the stencil up to the corner, all four corners, and worked my way around. It is not going to perfectly line up, and that is okay. It just adds something to the look that we're doing. So I did start here with the corners and work my way there. And then once I got the corners ink blended in, I then put that stencil in the middle to kind of line up those edges. And I really do love how this turned out. And I just love this bundle. It's so fun. And you could do lots of different things. Okay, now there's a second stencil included that gave you lots of kind of background details for our map. So I am using the kind of lake stream one here, but I'm going to use it in a bit of a different way. So I am using Dove ink for this from Concord and Ninth, and I am stenciling in this in gray because this is going to be like a road or trail, so to speak, on my map. And so I am taking that and just working my way around. Now, once your trail kind of ends, if you have an idea where you want to go, you do have to get a little creative to kind of get that trail back. But I kind of want mine to start on one side, kind of go up to the middle of the page, and then I'm going to kind of start working my way back down. So you do kind of have to play with it a little bit, but it's just more reason to use your stencils for different reasons and different creative ways. So I love the flexibility here. Now that I've got my road done, I am now doing the water, and for that I am using Harbor ink. And so same thing, I'm just taking the stencil and moving it around to where I want to add some of those water details. And for this, I will add the kind of lake or pool of water that it has. The stencil also includes a couple other water options that you can add, and you see me adding those there. And of course, we want to clean this off, do lots of cleaning of this stencil while working on this project. For the top, these are kind of the mountains. I am using wheat and nutmeg and adding those here at the top. There's so many things you can add on. There's stencils for little trees here. I'm adding those in with basil. I'm going to add a few more of those at different places. And there are also some other trees we are going to add here in a little bit that are also included. So in the stamp set, it has several other details that you can add in. And I'll be honest, some of these things I'm not really sure what they're for, but I used them however I wanted. So I encourage you to be creative and do what you want. So these kind of little wavy things, I interpret those as like hills. And so I added those kind of up near the mountaintops at the top of my map. They may be for something else, I don't know. But again, I just kind of did what I felt like looked good and kind of what I wanted to do. Now, there are several bases for trees included on the stamp set, and so I am adding those at different places around my map. And then the stencil actually includes the tree part, the leaves, to ink blend in later, but I want to just get these trees at different places. Anywhere that you think there might be gaps or wherever you might want to fill in, I kind of put them all over the place. To the left here, you see a little bit of that trail coming off. I'm actually going to have a house there, so I'm going to put some of these trees strategically kind of leaving a little bit of an open space so that I'll have room to add my house. Y'all, I am just loving how this has turned out. This is so different and fun and really cool to use. This would be really great if you are into scrapbooking. You could really do, I think, some really neat layouts with this bundle. I'm adding some more trees there down at the bottom. Once I have got those situated, like I said, the stencil includes some toppers for that. And for this, I am using a mixture of honeycomb, clementine, and basil. I wanted as much as possible to kind of do some fall colors for my trees, so I did the best I could with these tiny little spaces that we are ink blending to give just some variety of color to that card, make it kind of a fall-ish card, I guess. All right, I'm just kind of finishing, again, stenciling in some of those trees, doing different colors and different shades to fill that in. And there were some other ones included that I did not use that you certainly could add as well. Now, for the stamp set, it includes kind of little waves to add to the body of water, and it includes several different ones of different sizes, so I am adding those to the body of water. And then there are some on there that were really small that fit great to add in to more of the stream of water there, and I am adding those in. Y'all, this set includes all the little details and things you can think of. I love it. Now, it also includes lots of sentiments. So for me, I am adding at the top, every year is a new adventure, because this is actually an anniversary card for my husband, hence why I'm adding photos to it. I always do some kind of photo themed gift for him for our anniversary. And so when I saw the set, I thought, this is the perfect thing. And we love doing like outdoor adventures together. So I thought this would be perfect. I'm adding a little dotted stamp here over to the left and by that water that just creates, my hope was to give it kind of a gravel look. So I can add the house there, and now we are adding a little campfire because I'm going to have a little tent and camp set up by the body of water on the right. All right, I've got all the stamps and ink blending. You can see how this is coming together. This is really fun and cute. I hope y'all give this a try. Now, for those dies, I've already kind of put some of those together, but we'll be adding several of those throughout our map. First is the cute little house here. I told you I'd be adding that into the tree, so I'm going to do that, as well as a little heart under my sentiment. And then gotta have the little camping spot. So that little tent is really cute, and also the little canoe that it includes. Now it also includes these little, I think of them as like little mini maps. We're going to be using those a little bit later to add the photo detail to this. Of course, this is optional if you want to do that. Obviously, that is not how this intended to be used, but I went ahead and glued all of those die cuts out and got those attached. Now, for the road, I did decide to go in with a black pen and do a little dotted line that you would see on a roadway, just to kind of give it a little bit more detail and kind of signal in there that that is a road and a path and just a little bit extra detail. I used a black pen. You could also do a little white gel pen. That would be really cute as well. But I really do love that little detail and how that turned out on there. Okay, now that we've got the map part here, our background completed, for the photos, I used picture labels, photo print labels that look like kind of Instagram layouts. You can attach a photo there, and you can even add some text with your label maker. I am using the NIIMBOT B21 Pro label maker, and you can see I attached those labels to the front of those kind of mini fold up maps. I love this label maker. It has all kinds of different labels, and I really love the picture ones. I will have this one that I have here, the purple one, linked below, as well as the picture labels that I use for this. I use those picture labels for lots of things. And it just makes card making other stuff fun. So I've got those attached, the ones that I'm going to use on the front of those die cut maps. And then to attach these on, once you kind of have an idea of what your placement is, I kind of already picked that out based upon the photos that I'm using and where we were. You could do that however you wanted. And I want to kind of give it a little bit of a raised look. So what I did was added some foam squares to the back of those maps, only on the top and the bottom, and then the middle part I am going to glue directly on to our map, or it's really for this is the card base, and just attach that there. And then we kind of have that portion done. Again, the picture part is optional. I thought it was really fun and I enjoyed doing it. Again, this is a large card, so it would also be really cute for, like I said, a scrapbook layout or something like that. I think it would be really fun. So here we have it. I did decide to go ahead and add another sentiment there, more adventures ahead in the middle. Since it is pictures of all of our adventures together, and this would fit in a slimline card. I made one out of map paper that I thought was really fitting for this. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next.